The battle of you vs you is the most significant and enduring fight you will face. While external challenges can be daunting, they often pale in comparison to the internal resistance that holds you back. The real opponent lies within your doubts, fears, insecurities, and self-imposed limitations. This inner struggle defines your potential and shapes the course of your life. Recognizing that the greatest battles occur in your mind is the first step towards self-awareness and self-mastery. Many people spend their lives blaming external circumstances for their shortcomings. They point fingers at their upbringing, environment, or lack of opportunities. While these factors may present obstacles, the truth is that the most formidable barriers are internal. Fear of failure, procrastination, and the comfort of staying within familiar boundaries often prevent individuals from pursuing their dreams. These self-created limitations are often fueled by a narrative that says, I can't, I'm not good enough, or it's too late. Confronting and rewriting this narrative is a pivotal part of the inner battle. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of understanding the inner struggle. It begins by observing your thoughts and identifying the patterns that sabotage your progress. For example, you might notice a tendency to give up when faced with criticism or challenges. These moments reveal the beliefs and emotions that govern your actions. By shining a light on these patterns, you gain the power to question them. Ask yourself, why do I believe this? Is it true? This introspection allows you to separate fact from fiction, helping you dismantle the false limitations you placed on yourself. Another critical aspect of the inner struggle is the conflict between comfort and growth. The human mind is wired to seek safety and avoid discomfort, which is why stepping out of your comfort zone feels so daunting. However, growth only occurs when you challenge yourself to face the unfamiliar. Every time you push beyond what feels safe, you expand your capabilities and build confidence. For instance, taking on a challenging project, learning a new skill, or addressing a personal fear are acts of defiance against the voice that says, stay where it's safe. The battle of you vs you also involves overcoming the fear of failure. Failure is often seen as a reflection of inadequacy, but in reality, it is a natural part of the growth process. The fear of failure can paralyze you, preventing you from taking risks or pursuing opportunities. However, when you reframe failure as feedback, you shift the focus from what went wrong to what you can learn. Each failure becomes a stepping stone toward improvement, and with every step, you grow stronger and more resilient. Comparing yourself to others is another internal conflict that can derail your progress. In a world dominated by social media and constant connectivity, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your worth against the achievements of others. This comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. The key to winning the internal battle is to focus on your journey and measure success based on your growth and effort, not someone else's results. When you stop competing with others and start competing with yourself, you gain clarity and motivation to keep improving. The voice of self-doubt is one of the fiercest opponents in the battle of you vs you. It whispers that you're not capable, that you're unworthy, or that you'll never succeed. Left unchecked, this voice can dominate your thoughts and erode your confidence. Overcoming self-doubt requires conscious effort and practice. Start by challenging the validity of negative thoughts and replacing them with affirmations of your capabilities. For example, if you think, I'll never be able to do this, counter it with, I may not know how to do this yet, but I'm willing to learn and grow. Visualization is a powerful tool in understanding and conquering your inner struggle. Picture yourself facing your doubts and fears as if they were physical opponents. Visualize yourself overcoming them, stepping into your potential, and achieving your goals. This mental rehearsal helps reprogram your mind to believe in your ability to succeed. Over time, this practice strengthens your resolve and builds a mindset of confidence and determination. Self-compassion plays a vital role in the battle of you vs you. Often people are their harshest critics, punishing themselves for mistakes or perceived inadequacies. This self-criticism only deepens the internal conflict. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a supportive environment for growth. Acknowledge your efforts, celebrate small victories, and forgive yourself for setbacks. Self-compassion doesn't mean avoiding accountability. It means recognizing that growth is a process and that you deserve encouragement along the way. Finally, persistence is the weapon that ensures victory in the inner struggle. The battle of you vs you is ongoing. It doesn't end with a single triumph. There will be days when doubts creep in, when progress feels slow, or when the comfort of staying stagnant seems appealing. In these moments, persistence keeps you moving forward. Remember that each small step you take chips away at the limitations holding you back. Over time, those steps add up to significant transformation. The inner struggle is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your humanity. Every person faces this battle, but not everyone chooses to confront it. By embracing the fight, understanding your inner opponent, and equipping yourself with tools like self-awareness, discipline, and resilience, you can emerge stronger and more aligned with your potential. Negative self-talk is one of the most pervasive and damaging forces in the internal battle of UVS. This inner dialogue often acts as an invisible barrier to personal growth, feeding self-doubt and eroding confidence. The way you speak to yourself shapes your mindset, influences your decisions, and ultimately determines the quality of your life. To conquer negative self-talk, you must first understand its origins, recognize its patterns, and develop strategies to replace it with constructive and empowering thoughts. Negative self-talk often stems from past experiences, societal conditioning, or a fear of failure. It manifests as an internal critic that magnifies your flaws, minimizes your strengths, and fixates on potential shortcomings. For example, if you faced criticism or rejection in the past, your mind may internalize those moments and replay them whenever you attempt something challenging. These thought patterns can become automatic, creating a mental script that undermines your confidence and paralyzes you with fear. Recognizing negative self-talk is the first step in conquering it. This requires developing self-awareness and paying close attention to your thoughts. Notice the words you use when you talk to yourself, especially in moments of stress or failure. Do you say things like, "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never succeed"? Identifying these recurring phrases helps you understand how they influence your behavior. For instance, negative self-talk may lead to procrastination as your mind convinces you that the task is too difficult or bound to fail. Awareness of these patterns empowers you to challenge and change them. Once you've identified negative self-talk, the next step is to question its validity. Often, the harshest criticisms you direct at yourself are exaggerated or entirely unfounded. Ask yourself whether there is evidence to support these thoughts. For example, if you think, "I'll never be able to achieve this goal," reflect on past achievements where you overcame obstacles. This process of questioning helps you realize that negative self-talk is often based on fear rather than fact. By dismantling its foundation, you weaken its hold over your mindset. Reframing is a powerful technique to transform negative self-talk into a positive or neutral perspective. Instead of saying, "I failed," and "I'm not good enough," you can reframe it as "I made a mistake," but it's an opportunity to learn and improve. This shift in language changes the way you perceive challenges and failures. It encourages a growth mindset where mistakes are seen as stepping stones rather than dead ends. Over time, reframing helps you build resilience and approach challenges with a constructive attitude. Affirmations are another effective tool for combating negative self-talk. Positive affirmations are statements that reinforce your strengths, capabilities, and worth. By repeating affirmations like "I am capable of handling challenges" or "I deserve success and happiness," you replace the negative script in your mind with empowering beliefs. While affirmations may feel unnatural at first, consistent practice can rewire your brain to adopt a more positive outlook. Combine affirmations with visualization to strengthen their impact. Imagine yourself achieving your goals and living confidently in alignment with your potential. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in managing negative self-talk. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment or attachment. This detachment allows you to see negative self-talk for what it is: just thoughts, not truths. For example, instead of identifying with a thought like "I'll never be successful," you can acknowledge it as "I'm having a thought that I might not succeed." This subtle shift creates distance between you and your inner critic, reducing its power over you. Negative self-talk often thrives in a perfectionistic mindset where anything less than flawless is deemed unacceptable. Embracing imperfection is essential to overcoming this tendency. But understand that perfection is an unrealistic standard and that growth comes from effort and progress, not unattainable ideals. Allow yourself to make mistakes and celebrate small victories along the way. By doing so, you silence the inner critic that demands perfection and replace it with a supportive inner coach that encourages effort and perseverance. The environment you surround yourself with can also influence the tone of your self-talk. Negative environments filled with criticism or negativity can amplify your inner critic, while positive environments can nurture self-confidence and optimism. Seek out supportive relationships and engage in activities that uplift your mood and reinforce your self-worth. For example, spending time with encouraging friends, pursuing hobbies that bring you joy, or reading inspiring books can counterbalance the negativity in your mind. Journaling is a practical tool to help you confront and reframe negative self-talk. Write down the thoughts that arise during challenging moments and analyze them. Ask yourself whether these thoughts are rational, what evidence supports or contradicts them, and how you can reframe them positively. Journaling provides a safe space to explore your inner dialogue and gain clarity on how to shift it in a constructive direction. Lastly, patience and persistence are essential in conquering negative self-talk. Changing deeply ingrained thought patterns takes time and consistent effort. Be gentle with yourself during this process and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Remember that every time you challenge a negative thought or replace it with a positive one, you're taking a step toward greater self-mastery. Over time, these small changes will accumulate, transforming your inner dialogue and empowering you to face life's challenges with confidence and resilience. Discipline is the cornerstone of triumph in the battle of you vs you. It is the consistent effort to choose progress over comfort, growth over stagnation, and purpose over distraction. While motivation might spark the initial drive to pursue a goal, it is discipline that sustains the journey through challenges, setbacks, and the inevitable moments of doubt. Discipline is not an innate trait, but a skill that can be cultivated, strengthened, and refined over time. The essence of discipline lies in doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about showing up every day, regardless of circumstances or emotional states. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, discipline means committing to your workout routine, even on days when you're tired or unmotivated. This consistency, despite fluctuating feelings, is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up when the initial enthusiasm fades. Discipline begins with clarity of purpose. To cultivate discipline, you must first have a clear understanding of your goals and why they matter to you. This clarity acts as a compass, guiding your actions and decisions. For instance, if your goal is to build a successful career, you need to define what success looks like and the steps required to achieve it. This clarity helps you prioritize tasks, avoid distractions, and stay focused on what truly matters. Without a strong why, it's easy to lose motivation and succumb to procrastination. Building discipline involves setting realistic and actionable goals. Break down larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. This approach not only makes the process less overwhelming, but also allows you to track progress and celebrate small victories along the way. For example, if you aim to write a book, start by committing to writing 500 words a day. These incremental efforts, compounded over time, lead to significant achievements. By focusing on daily actions rather than the enormity of the end goal, you make discipline a sustainable habit. Routines are powerful tools for cultivating discipline. By establishing a structured daily routine, you eliminate the need to rely on willpower for every decision. Willpower is a finite resource, and relying on it too heavily can lead to burnout and decision fatigue. A routine simplifies your day by creating habits that become automatic over time. For instance, setting aside a specific time each morning for exercise or meditation ensures that these activities become ingrained in your life. Consistency in routines reinforces discipline and makes it easier to stay on track. Accountability is another crucial element of discipline. When you hold yourself accountable for your actions, you create a sense of responsibility that drives you to follow through on your commitments. This accountability can be internal, such as tracking your progress through journals or apps, or external, such as sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor. For example, if you're working on improving your productivity, sharing your daily targets with an accountability partner can motivate you to stay consistent and focused. Discipline also requires the ability to delay gratification. In a world of instant rewards and constant distractions, the ability to prioritize long-term benefits over immediate pleasures is a hallmark of self-discipline. For example, choosing to save money for a future investment instead of spending it on unnecessary items demonstrates a commitment to your long-term goals. Similarly, opting to study or work on a project instead of scrolling through social media shows your willingness to invest in your future success. This ability to resist short-term temptation strengthens your resolve and reinforces your commitment to your aspirations. The role of self-control and discipline cannot be overstated. Self-control is the ability to manage impulses, emotions, and desires that might derail your progress. For instance, if you're on a diet, self-control helps you resist the urge to indulge in unhealthy snacks. Practicing self-control involves recognizing triggers, developing strategies to cope with them, and staying mindful of your goals. Over time, as you repeatedly exercise self-control, it becomes a natural part of your behavior, further solidifying your discipline. Discipline thrives on resilience, the ability to persevere in the face of setbacks and challenges. It's unrealistic to expect a smooth path toward any goal, and setbacks are an inevitable part of the journey. The key to maintaining discipline during tough times is to view challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. For example, if you miss a workout or fall behind on a project, don't let it spiral into guilt or self-criticism. Instead, use it as a chance to reflect, adjust your approach, and recommit to your goals. This resilience ensures that temporary failures don't become permanent roadblocks. A disciplined mindset requires balancing flexibility with commitment. While consistency is essential, it's also important to adapt to changing circumstances. For example, if an unexpected event disrupts your routine, finding alternative ways to stay productive demonstrates adaptability. Being flexible allows you to maintain progress without becoming rigid or discouraged when things don't go as planned. This balance between structure and adaptability ensures that discipline remains practical and sustainable in the long term. Ultimately, discipline is about taking control of your life. It's the realization that you have the power to shape your destiny through your actions and choices. Every decision you make, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture of your life. By choosing discipline over complacency, you take ownership of your journey and empower yourself to achieve your fullest potential. Resilience is the ability to endure hardship, adapt to challenges, and recover stronger than before. It is the cornerstone of perseverance, the inner strength that enables individuals to confront obstacles without giving up. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. Resilience ensures that these setbacks become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Cultivating resilience is essential in the journey of self-mastery, as it empowers you to stay the course even when circumstances feel overwhelming. Adversity often feels like a test of character, and how you respond to it defines your path forward. Some people crumble under the weight of challenges, while others rise above them, emerging stronger and more determined. The difference lies in mindset. A resilient mindset sees adversity not as a barrier, but as an opportunity for growth. For example, losing a job may initially feel devastating, but it can also serve as a catalyst to explore new opportunities, learn new skills, or pivot toward a more fulfilling career path. A key component of resilience is emotional regulation, the ability to manage your emotions effectively during tough times. Challenges often trigger feelings of fear, frustration, or hopelessness, which can cloud judgment and lead to impulsive decisions. Resilience involves acknowledging these emotions without allowing them to control you. For instance, if you fail at an important task, it's natural to feel disappointed. However, rather than dwelling on the failure, resilience helps you focus on what you can do differently next time. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling can help you process emotions constructively. Another aspect of resilience is adaptability. Life rarely unfolds according to plan, and rigid expectations can lead to frustration when things go awry. Resilient individuals are flexible in their approach, adjusting their strategies as needed without losing sight of their goals. For example, if a project deadline is unexpectedly shortened, a resilient person might reevaluate priorities, delegate tasks, or work overtime to meet the new timeline. This adaptability allows them to navigate uncertainty with confidence and maintain momentum despite disruptions. Resilience also relies on self-belief, the conviction that you can overcome challenges and achieve your goals. This belief acts as a buffer against self-doubt and external criticism, providing the courage to keep moving forward even when the odds seem stacked against you. For instance, if you're preparing for a competitive exam, self-belief fuels the determination to study consistently despite the pressure and potential for failure. Building self-belief involves reflecting on past achievements, celebrating small victories, and affirming your capabilities. A support system is invaluable in fostering resilience. While resilience is an internal trait, it is often strengthened through external connections. Surrounding yourself with supportive friends, family, or mentors can provide encouragement and perspective during difficult times. For example, sharing your struggles with someone who understands can alleviate feelings of isolation and provide practical advice or emotional reassurance. A resilient person knows when to seek help and views asking for support as a sign of strength, not weakness. Resilience is also nurtured through a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear sense of why you're pursuing a goal, it becomes easier to endure hardships along the way. Purpose gives meaning to struggles, framing them as necessary steps toward a greater outcome. For instance, an entrepreneur facing financial setbacks may persevere because they are deeply committed to their vision of building a successful business. Purpose acts as an anchor, keeping you grounded and motivated even when circumstances are challenging. Perspective is another crucial element of resilience. It involves reframing challenges to see the bigger picture and recognize that setbacks are temporary. When faced with adversity, resilient individuals focus on solutions rather than problems. For example, if a relationship ends unexpectedly, a resilient person might view it as an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery rather than solely as a loss. This shift in perspective fosters optimism and helps you maintain a proactive attitude. Building resilience also involves taking care of your physical and mental well-being. A healthy body and mind provide the foundation for coping with stress and recovering from setbacks. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a balanced diet enhance your energy levels and emotional stability. Similarly, practices like meditation or therapy can help you manage stress and develop coping mechanisms. Resilient individuals prioritize self-care, recognizing that they cannot effectively tackle challenges if they are physically or emotionally depleted. Finally, resilience is about persistence, the unwavering commitment to keep moving forward despite difficulties. This persistence often involves taking one small step at a time, even when the path ahead feels uncertain or overwhelming. For instance, if you're working toward a long-term goal like completing a degree or building a career, resilience helps you stay focused on incremental progress rather than becoming discouraged by the distance to the finish line. Persistence reinforces the belief that every effort matters and that setbacks are simply part of the journey. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as opportunities to grow. It is the recognition that life's difficulties are not meant to break you, but to build you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. By cultivating emotional regulation, adaptability, self-belief, a support system, purpose, perspective, self-care, and persistence, you can develop the resilience needed to face adversity with courage and determination. This inner strength transforms challenges into opportunities for growth, ensuring that setbacks become the foundation for future success. Small wins are often overlooked in the grand pursuit of success, but they are fundamental in building momentum and sustaining progress. These incremental achievements act as stepping stones, leading to larger milestones and fostering a sense of accomplishment that fuels motivation. In the battle of UVS, small wins remind you that progress is being made, even when the ultimate goal feels distant. Recognizing and celebrating these victories is essential to staying engaged and committed to the process of self-improvement. Every significant achievement is composed of countless smaller steps. Breaking down large goals into manageable tasks makes them less intimidating and more actionable. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, completing your first mile without stopping is a small but significant win. This accomplishment provides a sense of progress, encouraging you to push further. Small wins create a positive feedback loop, where each success reinforces your confidence and motivates you to take the next step. Tracking small wins helps to shift your focus from what remains undone to what you have already accomplished. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when looking at the enormity of a goal, but acknowledging small victories allows you to see tangible evidence of your efforts. For instance, if you're working on losing weight, celebrating each pound lost or each healthy meal prepared reinforces your commitment to the larger objective. This shift in focus transforms the journey into a series of manageable and rewarding experiences, making it easier to sustain effort over time. Small wins also play a crucial role in building habits. Habits are formed through consistent, repetitive actions, and small wins provide the positive reinforcement needed to establish them. For example, if you want to cultivate a habit of reading, committing to just 5 minutes a day is a small win that sets the foundation for longer reading sessions. Each day that you complete this task, you reinforce the habit, making it more likely to stick. Over time, these small efforts compound, leading to significant behavioral changes. Celebrating small wins is an effective way to boost morale and maintain motivation. Acknowledging your progress, no matter how minor, creates a sense of achievement that counteracts self-doubt and burnout. For example, if you're studying for an exam, completing a chapter or mastering a difficult concept is worth celebrating. This celebration doesn't have to be extravagant. Even simple gestures like taking a break, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or reflecting on your progress can be incredibly rewarding. These moments of recognition remind you of your capabilities and keep you energized for the challenges ahead. Small wins are particularly important during difficult times when progress feels slow or setbacks occur. In such moments, focusing on small achievements can help you regain a sense of control and direction. For instance, if you're recovering from an injury, regaining mobility in a small way like walking a short distance or completing a basic exercise can be immensely encouraging. These wins serve as reminders that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and moving forward, even if the pace feels slower than expected. Another benefit of small wins is their ability to build resilience and foster a growth mindset. Each small victory represents a step outside your comfort zone and a demonstration of your ability to overcome challenges. For example, if public speaking makes you nervous, successfully delivering a short presentation in front of a small audience is a significant win. This achievement not only boosts your confidence, but also prepares you for larger, more daunting challenges. By consistently pursuing small wins, you train yourself to view difficulties as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Small wins also have a compounding effect, leading to exponential growth over time. Just as interest accumulates in a bank account, consistent small efforts build on one another, creating momentum that propels you toward larger goals. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, writing just 1 page a day may seem insignificant in the moment, but over the course of a year, it adds up to a complete manuscript. This cumulative progress demonstrates the power of consistent effort, no matter how small it may seem initially. Tracking and reflecting on small wins also helps to build self-awareness. By keeping a record of your achievements, you gain insights into your strengths, areas for improvement, and the strategies that work best for you. For example, maintaining a journal where you document daily accomplishments allows you to identify patterns and recognize the factors that contribute to your success. This awareness not only enhances your ability to set realistic goals, but also equips you with the tools to navigate future challenges more effectively. Finally, small wins cultivate gratitude and positivity. In a world that often emphasizes the pursuit of larger-than-life achievements, taking the time to appreciate small successes fosters a sense of contentment and fulfillment. For example, finishing a challenging workout, receiving positive feedback at work, or simply staying consistent with a new habit are all wins worth celebrating. These moments of gratitude remind you to enjoy the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. By focusing on what's going well, you create a mindset of abundance and possibility that inspires continued effort and optimism. In the larger battle of UVS, your small wins are your allies. They remind you of your progress, bolster your confidence, and provide the motivation to keep moving forward. By breaking goals into manageable tasks, celebrating incremental successes, and recognizing their cumulative impact, you create a powerful framework for sustained growth and achievement. Small wins may seem insignificant at first glance, but their consistent presence has the potential to transform your journey and lead to monumental accomplishments.